everybody. Welcome to Malt Music Whiskey Reviews. I am Eric on the bar for today. Port Charlotte, 14 years old, bottled by That Boutique Whiskey Company. As always here on the channel, no stage finish review. This whiskey is coming your way. Tell you a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts, final score, leave you with a malt musing. But first, if you haven't, take a sec, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you don't miss these reviews. Drop them every Friday here on YouTube, as well as get notification for my Tuesday happy hours every Tuesday, live on YouTube, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Would love to see you in the chat. Okay. So first things first, this is the last review of Indie April, Independent Bottling April, where I've been profiling a different independent bottler and a whiskey that they have bottled for us. The one that we are checking out today is That Boutique Whiskey Company. So first and foremost, they're relatively newcomers on the block when it comes to independent bottlings. They've been around since 2012. A couple interesting things of note. I think that they have done over 500 of the 700 different malts that you can bottle. So they've definitely been making their rounds around Scotland in terms of getting independent bottlings. You will notice that you do this kind of graphic novel art on these, which is kind of cool. There's usually an Easter egg or two in here. If anybody can tell me, you get a bonus point if you can tell me what the Bruichladdich Easter egg is in that graphic. They also are known for their smaller bottles. They do half bottles. These are 375 ml. Here in the United States. So these are like a half of a bottle. This is how they present their whiskeys. I suppose this gives them more flexibility with playing around with age and putting it in different casks they want, something like that, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, so that's basically the rundown on That Boutique Whiskey Company. As for the juice in this bottle, this is from Bruichladdich. This is Port Charlotte, so it's our heavily peated line. It is aged for 14 years, and this is batch 7. It does say on here bottled at 51.1% ABV. Well, it doesn't mention anything about color or chill filtration. My assumption is with a lot of these independent bottlers that they do not add color or chill filtration to these whiskeys, but they do not say it on here. One other thing I'll notice here is that they mentioned this is bottle number 561 of 662. So 662 bottles of these half bottles, you know, so you're looking at maybe like 325, 330 full bottles of this, which makes me pretty much think this was from a hogshead size barrel. Hogsheads are most common with Scotch whiskey of all the barrel sizes. You get a lot of sherry cask whiskeys like that, a lot of American oak as well. Let's get some of this in the glass and see. My guess is that there's going to be some sherry involved in this whiskey, just judging by the color alone, but you'll have to wait for the taste because it does not tell us on the bottle. All right, so this is the color. That doesn't look chill filtered to me at all. There's a nice haze to it, which is nice. Looks rich and dense, really nice looking color. Does not have that orange hue, so it's probably a natural color. Okay, so here we go. On the nose. Wow, very rich. Ripe apples, fruits. I mean, I definitely feel like this is a sherry cask whiskey. There's some dark red fruit, stewed fruit. It is definitely showcasing more of the cask maturation in this. The peat smoke, it's there. It's a little bit more in the background though. Wow, great nose. That apple, there's some notes of cinnamon. No sharpness at all, even at this 51.1%. Moderate oak spices on this, but not a whole lot. Just a lot of dark, rich fruits, some light chocolate, caramel, toffee, butterscotch, vanilla. This is probably a mix of bourbon and Shiraz cask is what I'm going to guess. But you can't tell for sure. If this is a single cask like they said, I don't know. I mean, if I was going to go one way, I'd say this is sherry, but quite nice. Almost like a Marsala is kind of the notes I'm getting on this, but we don't know. Really nice looking legs on it. Anyways, oh no, a milder when it comes to the smokiness on this than you'd get from a lot of Port Charlottes, but it does have that, again, that signature Bruichladdich note, that kind of farm fresh cereal grain note. Showing up a little bit here, but it's married very well with the influence of the casks. Okay, let's give it a taste. Cilantro. Sweet, juicy, rich. You get a bit of earthiness, a bit of pepper, chili pepper on the palate on the back end as you get to that peat smoke hit, which is there. A little bit of ashiness on the back end, creamy vanilla, cherry soda. There's like a kind of an effervescence to it, which is nice. Raw honey, almond, chocolate. Medium, long finish on this. Quite nice. We'll do one more neat sip. Boy. For a heavily peated whiskey that's not incredibly old, this almost drinks older than 14 years. Just a really kind of almost delicate, oily mouthfeel. Creamy. Good stuff. Okay. A couple drops of water. Let's see what happens with it. Doing about 3 drops on here. Not too much. Let's see what else we get out of this. Wow. Picked up those kind of sweeter grassy notes. But still all in all, a very dense, compact whiskey. A lot happening here. Really nice balance too. I really enjoy how the cask and the peat are really kind of playing well together here. You're not getting just a huge smoky peat bomb. And you're not getting something that the peat is just an accent. It's really kind of working in tandem. Wow. The water cleans that spice down a little bit. Starting to get notes of like maple syrup, orange, slight citrus notes, giving this a little bit more of a lively taste than a kind of more antique aged taste. There's even little hints of leather in here, tobacco maybe. Wow. That finish is still medium long, but you're getting more lemon lime, kind of citrus on the end. This is good either way, water or not. Tasty dram. Really like what they're doing here. Okay, let's talk value. So I did mention this is batch 7, and there was about 662 bottles of this batch in particular. There are other batches. Are they all good? I can't say for sure. But if you are looking for this one in particular or any of the equivalents, you're looking at around that $100, probably $130 to $150 range here in the US. Now, this is for a half-size bottle. So you are definitely paying a premium price for a, I guess what I would argue, a premium single cask bottled, independently bottled Port Charlotte whiskey here. Really good stuff. I know it can be hesitant to pull the trigger on a small bottle like this one. You know you can get a full bottle of something else for that same price. But if you're looking for a real craft, unique bottling of some of your favorite whiskeys, this is one to look at. So I'm going to actually just give this a straight medium value, despite that size of the bottle and that price. Really, just for the quality you're getting here. Which segues perfectly into final thoughts. This is a cracking good whiskey, y'all. I am more impressed with it now than when I opened it. It is just so creamy, harmonious. There's so much kind of dark fruit, and the mixing of that with the peat is just really on point. They did a fantastic job with this. I wonder if the other bottlings that they've done are as remarkable as this, but at 14 years, you know, that 51%, this is one of the better Port Charlotte whiskeys that I think I've had. And that includes a lot of the bottlings that have come out of the distillery, some of the special releases and things like that. This is up there with the MCO1. Probably even would lean towards this one more, despite the much higher price. Really good stuff. If you are looking for a just top of the line, heavily peated Islay whiskey that you really want to dig your nose in and explore, this would maybe be a starter whiskey if you're just getting into peated stuff or into Scotch. But for those of you who've been around the block a while, this is something to keep your eyes out for. So I am going to go with a 4.25 out of 5 on this whiskey, and that does include the value on this. I think it's that good of a whiskey. Really good stuff. So yeah, you know, on the 100-point scale, we're in that like 91 score probably. So 4.25 out of 5 for the That Boutique Whiskey Company, Port Charlotte, 14 years old. Keep an eye out for these, y'all. And, you know, That Boutique Whiskey Company does a lot of other bottlings of whiskeys as well. So, you know, might be worth checking out sometime. Okay, 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this dram. And that's going to conclude Indie April here on the channel. But, you know, we'll have some other independent bottlings coming up for sure. So stay tuned for that as well going through the years. So, Sláinte mhath, take good care. And here's your malt music.